and welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're taking a look at the Torin Magnetic Tool Organizer. This is purchased recently as an accessory for the outside of my toolbox. This is in the back here, made in China, Torin Jack Company, one of the, quote, big red jack. And it's red. This was purchased from Menards. And I want to show you what this is. I know Lowe's has these on closeout if you're lucky and be able to find those around the country. And so here's what you get for about 15 bucks, give or take. If I'm not mistaken, these are also rebranded under a few other names too. I don't actually know if Torin is the OEM or not, but Torin sells it in red, and well, I've got a thing for having things in red, as maybe you've seen on my channel. Alright, so once you get it out of the packaging, this is what you're left with. The bottom here, you can see it's magnetic. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 divider slots. So with those divider slots, you could put things like a ratchet, you could put extension, you could put a screwdriver. You can see where that just grabs it right there. And then you could put it, see if I can lift the camera up. And then you could put it up vertically. You can see where this is set up like that. And just to illustrate these magnets, let me flip this ratchet upside down. Okay, not quite strong enough to hold the ratchet upside down, but it's obviously holding the screwdriver. It's holding the extension. And so I'm going to show you how this is going to be put to use in my shop. So over on the side of the toolbox, what you see right here is the Harbor Freight spray can holder, or more adequately, beverage holder. And then I've got some pens and pencils and oil change stickers. And here's a snap-on light I tried to destroy the other day. Check out the video on that one on my channel. Still works great. But the holes here just weren't enough to be able to hold my Craftsman professional screwdrivers. I innocently started buying these just to get the 12-inch ones. And then I was in Kansas over the last weekend. Found a few more. My collection just seems to keep expanding, and I'm running out of space to store these as quickly accessible screwdrivers. And so the solution I came up with is using this Torin adapter. So let me show you. So here's the before. And now here is the after, where I've got my can holders here are accessible for placing a beverage in or something else. And then I've got these on the side with this magnetically attached to the edge of the Harbor Freight holder. Now, it's interesting if you look at the polarity, the north-south direction of the magnets in here versus the way it's aligning these screwdrivers here. You can see it's pinching these together right here a little bit, and then it's pinching these together here. So I wish the polarity of the magnets were better situated. I don't know if I can actually do anything about that. Seeing how the other Torin holder didn't quite work as well as I'd hoped for my screwdriver holding, I went out and got this one. It's another variation. And where the magnet is actually on the back here, as opposed to being in the walls, as we saw on the other one. And so this one is slightly more expensive. And you can find this also rebadged under a few different brands. And so let's take this out of the package and see what this will do. So now with this out of the packaging, if we look on the back, we can see we got a nice long magnet. And we've got the branding here on the top that includes a patent number. And if I just quickly grab a couple screwdrivers, these are not ones I would normally keep in it, but I'm having no troubles keeping these centered. Now, you're not going to be able to get certain big handled screwdrivers side by side like that, but you could come back. And if we hold it up, let's see if we can do it like that. It seems to be holding at least some small screwdrivers just fine. Up and down. So that's good. And now let's get the width of this. So this is about 11 1/4 inches wide, or long, depending upon which way you want to look at it. And in the other dimension, we're looking at about 2 1/4 inches. All right, to look at these side by side, we can see that the other holder here is actually longer. Put this in the back there so maybe you can see a little bit better. By about, let's just call it about 1 1/4 inches. The slots are definitely bigger on this one. Might be better suited for pliers, extensions, or something else rather than screwdrivers, as we just saw. So now I'm going to load this up and place it on my box, and we'll see how it looks, and I'll show you the results. Now here's how my screwdriver collection works with the new organizer. You can see it looks much more organized and maintained. I've really liked these Craftsman professional screwdrivers. They got a nice fat end that's comfortable, and I've been able to find them pretty much dirt cheap at Sears outlets and other Sears hometown stores around the country when I've been traveling. And so I've kind of picked these up, and my collection has grown. And now I think I've got a pretty stable collection and a good way to store them to make these my go-to on-the-fly screwdrivers. So after the failure of the 10-position holder to be able to properly hold screwdrivers in a way that I liked, I ended up moving to my plier drawer here. You can see I was able to fit some of my Craftsman professional pliers here. There's a pair of linesman pliers that fit in there just fine in the upright position. We've even got these Knipex mini bolt cutters that seem to fit in there pretty well. It's a tight fit. These end nips are a little bit too wide at the end, but if you put it in there right, no problem. And so I've relocated that to my plier drawer to help reorganize it. And I think I'm good now. So I hope you found this video useful, and have a great day. Bye.